So when
Yeah,
you've been working with businesses and you were saying last time that you're kind of building sales teams with them,
yeah.
is there any standout kind of process in that? Is there any way about, oh, do this individually for your specific business? Or is it more you're working to a very set method that you've got that then they can adapt as they go forwards?
Well, I think the overall system is the same for everybody, but that is the way to gather certain type of data,
Mm.
which then leads to a personalized kind of plan to go further. So that's kind of the way, and it doesn't matter whether it is that you're building, so you're hiring new people, or you just want to develop the current team that you have.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for both scenarios. And um, the most important part of that process is understanding your people, understanding the personalities, and what kind of personality performs best in your setting. And then kind of understanding that, then that creates the kind of standard, the ideal profile, and then you compare rest of your team or the new candidates to that, and that's how you kind of navigate through that.
Mm. Yeah, it's a lot to do when you've also got to be managing negotiations, doing everything else, keeping things going inside the business. Have you worked with many founders who are at that stage where they're like desperate to get out of founder-led sales?
Uh, yes, many times, and a lot of it is just they're usually in the situation where they have multiple balls in the air and they're kind of juggling with uh, getting new clients, onboarding or hiring new team members in general, or then creating like uh, putting time into product development or new strategy or whatever that is. So they're having multiple priorities, and then they kind of face the issue that, okay, like how to scale the business now. And so yeah, definitely.
Are there any moments in particular, like specific triggers, specific trigger moments, where a founder might really feel the pain of being trapped in founder-led sales?
Well, I think it's the point when they're kind of when they see it in the numbers that, okay, this is not going as quickly as I'm working 70, 80 hours a week, and I'm in my mind, I'm doing a lot of work. I'm doing a lot of the right things, but things are just not going as fast as they should be. So I think that's the moment, and then you start to kind of look back and think about, like, okay, what can I do, or what am I doing wrong, or should I hire more people, or what's kind of the solution for that?
And are there any conversations they might be in? Like, what might they say to people around them if they're suffering from that founder-led sales sort of trap?
Mm. Well, if the I would say that if they're doing things right and they are actually putting their own time into selling a lot, so then in that scenario, they would, of course, be the best salesperson in their company, because they're the founders, they're the um, creators. So then one thing is like, nobody can sell better than I can because yeah, no, I'm the creator of this, and nobody understands this better than I do. And those are definitely or few that they say, and then mm, if they have probably tried to scale their time uh, a few times. So they have tried to maybe they have tried a few tools, or they have tried to hire salespeople, and then they're kind of stuck that okay, they can't do it. I tried hiring people, but everybody's lazy or whatever the excuse is. But usually it's the fundamental reason is that it's not documented properly. So it's in their head, what they kind of how they have created it, but it's difficult to kind of put it in paper or teach it to somebody if you haven't kind of created a structure out of it.
And
And
what might they
yeah.
be worried about? So all that's happening, they're talking to people about that stuff. You can't find anybody to do this, but they're trapped in their head. Are there any kind of knock-on consequences that come directly from being trapped in founder-led sales mode that they might be talking to people about, that they might be worried about?
Well, I think hunger is one of the common denominators with founders. So I think it's kind of like a fear of missing out. Market is moving forward, and a lot of things are happening. What am I missing if I don't, solve this thing? And yeah, kind of like fear of missing out, fear of um, not reaching the goals that maybe you have investors or other partners, so maybe you're letting them down, and kind of that overall, situation uh, that then causes maybe it's fear.
And if they're feeling that fear and they're feeling that worry about the market moving on, but without them, and they can't get that fast movement and growth in order to keep up with it. What are sort of two or three actions? You mentioned a couple of them, I think, already, but what are two or three actions that they might choose to do in that situation?
I think one is definitely try to hire salespeople, and maybe the initial thought is like, okay, I need to hire kind of a senior salesperson who already knows the things, like knows what is it like to acquire customers, and knows the whole process, because that would be kind of the easy route to take. And then when they fail with that, then they go back like, okay, maybe we'll try with the junior one.
Why might they
SDRs
fail
then.
with the senior person? Why might that fail?
Why might it fail? Because they don't have the process in place, and the seniors, um, they might already be too far in their career that they are not ready to go back to the hustling mode. So it becomes like a um, uh, contradiction between the role and what actually needs to happen. And of course, they can start to hire uh, a team member, new team members around the senior salesperson, but it doesn't solve the issue that they need results right now, which is probably the case. Like we need sales now, not in like 9 months. And when yeah, if that doesn't work, then they go back to like, okay, maybe we need a junior one. Uh, I need to get this like outsourcing. I mean, outreaching out of my hands. Maybe a junior salesperson could do this. And then a third one, if you're smart, you have mapped out all the like kind of process, the whole process, what goes into the sales process. And then you think about, okay, what sections can I delegate? And there comes like kind of your part, like, okay, outreaching is time consuming, but it's if somebody can do it better than I can, that's the quickest way to succeed in sales. So, okay, I need to outsource that one.
What's the most effective way that you've seen working with startups for people to get out of founder-led sales mode?
Definitely the last one. So first they need to realize, kind of get a bird's eye view of their own process. What's working, what's not working, what are the sales emails that I've been sending and getting good traction? How are the meetings like? And how do I close new customers? So kind of getting every little detail down from like start to finish. And once that's down, then you can start to kind of plan, okay, how can I automate something? Can I delegate something? And that's definitely the most effective way to kind of get out of that founder-led sales trap in a way, or get to that next level.